What's up, what's up, what's up? The Bonafide Hustler's here!
Raiken Profit.
College picker.
Retro aficionado.
Cody Hawk.
What's up, guys? So, this is the Green Room Hangout number 44. Thanks for at least coming by, chatting in the comment feed already, but we are going to talk about hustler life for the next hour. I'm the Bonafide Hustler. I reside in Austin, Texas. I flip stuff that I find from garage sales, estate sales, yard sales, flea markets, pawn shops, swap meets, whatever I can get my hands on to make money, throw it on places like eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and various other places like my antique booth. But that's who I am. I'm also the author of a book called Flip That. Shh, we won't say that last word. But I'll toss it over to my main man, Raiken.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Steve Raiken. I go by Raiken Profit on YouTube. I am from Connecticut. Been reselling for a few years now on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, Kindle, and always learning, always looking to improve. And I'm going to pass it off to my main man, Young.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Retro aficionado, also known as my God-given name, Young. San Jose, California. That's where I reside. Been reselling for an awfully long time. But yeah, I pretty much do it all: eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, antique booth, you name it, I do it. CP?
Hey, this is CP. I'm in the Western Hemisphere right now, and I've been doing a lot more Amazon than I have been in the past. I've done some eBay, and I'm actually focusing more on Etsy and Amazon right now. A little bit of Craigslist and eBay here and there, but mostly that and private consulting. So.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Hand it off, man. CP, you're supposed to hand it off.
I said Cody.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Cody Hawk, Spokane, run a YouTube channel, Cody Hawk, and then reselling Amazon, eBay, run multiple other businesses, but been reselling for about 5 years, and that's about it.
All right, so there you have it, guys. If you're brand new to these Green Room Hangouts, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you're wondering where are we going to answer our questions from or comments from, all that stuff, it's from the YouTube chat directly below you. If you are looking, look down there and start typing whatever you want to type. And also do us a favor early in the broadcast. It'll be a good session, by the way. Hit that like button. Right, Cody? Don't they have to hit the like button to make it amazing?
Absolutely.
That's right. Okay. So we got to give out some. First of all, real quick, announcement time. Young, we got a big announcement, right?
Yeah. This is actually Green Room's 1 year, belated birthday. It was actually January 2nd, but we've been so busy, and I actually forgot too because I've been traveling. So yeah, it's our birthday. We're celebrating. I got my glass of wine. Hey. So congratulations to all the Green Room members, and happy birthday, and congratulations to you guys as well. And Cody, you're now part of the family, a valuable member. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun year too. Oh, and you know what? The current members. There's been a lot of conversation in the Green Room saying, "Oh man, we got kicked out because we got an email saying that you canceled our membership." No, basically what we did was the admins created one email that we can all access, and we created a new payment link. So that's pretty much what it is. No one's gotten kicked out. It's just a new payment link for this year and going on forward.
That's right. But if you act a fool, we will kick you out of this place. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So yeah, that's a very big announcement. Thank you very much, Young. And interesting. I'm trying to figure out okay. So basically, if you guys are wondering Green Room history right here, Young and I sat down to have some Japanese food here in Austin, Texas. I want to say the month of December. Correct me if I'm wrong, Young.
It was. I don't know if it was before or after Christmas, but it was definitely in December.
Definitely Japanese food.
Yeah, it was definitely Japanese food, and definitely Young paid for it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we discussed, making a Facebook group and this and that, and we decided, okay, well, I want to get together with some people that I know, and I trusted Young, right? Mind you, this was the second day I've ever met Young in my entire life. So we decided to go into business together, and then we recruited the college picker, who was a good friend of mine, who's been to Austin at least by that time, maybe 3 times already. So not a sketchy guy, makes great YouTube videos, trust him. So that was the third admin into the green room, and then help me out, Steve. When did we bring you on?
Oh boy, I'm not sure the exact date, but I think it was a few months after you guys had started. You reached out to me and asked me, we're looking for someone to, add more value to the green room. We want you in, and I think it was within an hour or two. I was like, I'm in. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. So Steve, it was not. I remember exactly where I was in my house. I was actually in my garage, and I called Steve and I told him about it. So he was really, really pumped. He had also said that he was considering making a group with someone else, and we were like, well, we're glad we got Steve now because anyway, that was a good move on our part, and I believe the admins. We thought the admin team was very strong at that point, 4 deep, right? And then just or I guess 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, Cody, yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, brought Mr. Cody Hawk on from Washington. So we decided we needed a really big presence in the north west part of the country. So we're like, we got to pick up Cody, right? We need the Northwest.
Not just that, he has advanced Amazon tactics and micro niche website building. So
That's true.
Right.
That's important stuff.
No, but Cody Hawk also has proven himself on YouTube. He's growing at a very rapid rate. So don't forget to, obviously subscribe to all of our channels, especially if you're brand new to one of these Green Room Hangouts. Now, you might be wondering, what is the Green Room real quick? I'll just give you a really brief description. It's a paid Facebook group that we created. It's $100 a year, and it's basically guides and discount on guides, right? That's one section in the green room, and the other section is like an ever-evolving feed. Every day people are posting bolos and really cool stuff to basically get you from like beginner or intermediate hustler to like expert level hustler. So, and then we moderate the feed, us 5 admins right here, and we're frequently in there every single day, commenting and helping people out. It's a lot of fun. So that's basically what it is. If you check out the comment feed of this video, Raiken will periodically put a link to the green room if you decide you want to join. If not, maybe ask someone else in the feed. We always have people from within the green room that are watching the show. They love it, and inside the green room is even more fun. But if you want to get a taste of what it's like inside, just ask someone in the comment feed. Anyone from the green room, help me out on this decision, or maybe we'll read it out on air. But comment down below, okay? So that's where we're going to be looking down below. If you have a comment today, we're going to be discussing hustler life. So it's kind of interesting because. For those for people like Young who don't make too many YouTube videos, someone might wonder, like, what does Young do on his spare time? Like, how does he hustle? How does he budget his time? Of course, we have people like Raiken who make videos all the time, and you get a glimpse of Raiken's life pretty often. In fact, Raiken, you took us into your brand new place that you're at, right?
Yeah. Took a behind-the-scenes video showing the new place and everything, and that's what I do. I mean, I like to bring everyone into my life. A lot of times I watch videos and I'm like, man, I wish what's going on. I want to know what's going on behind the scenes. So that's what I try to do with my office, with my new place. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then we also, thankfully have College Picker who's back to editing his videos now, and so we see what he does on some of the weekends when there are big football games around his area of town. This guy's like mobile thrift shop. I'm not even kidding. So help me understand this, College Picker. You have a backpack that you hang all kinds of crap from. Is that true or not?
Yeah, it's a external frame old JanSport.
Yeah,
it's
and
perfect
it's like,
because it's sturdy and it's like kind of squarish and it kind of, I don't know, it's high. It raises attention to people.
Yeah, so we're talking ground level of hustling here, guys. This guy is truly hustling. This is the essence of hustling. And anyway, and then Cody Hawk, we get videos from you within your place all the time. So. What we're going to do today is just give you a glimpse of like how we run our days and everything. My days are kind of interesting. No day is really the same, but I'll give you kind of a glimpse of how I do it. Anyone want to start off real quick, or do we want to shout out some people in the comment feeds?
What do you want to do? Look at the comment feed.
Yeah, shout them out.
Hey, by the way, Young, do you have another copy of that Mantiques book or no?
Yeah, I got one right here.
Do you really? Can we give it out as a prize or no?
Of course.
All right. So if you guys like free stuff, let us know in the comment feed. Do you like free stuff or not? Trust me, this Mantiques book, is amazing.
Bam!
Talk a little bit, Young, so we can see that book.
This is a really cool book that came out last year, and Cody, I'll send you a copy as well. But it basically talks it really shows you some really cool antiques that belongs in the man cave, such as retro posters. There's everything from surfboards, motorcycles, beer signs, oil signs, and the list goes on and on. It's a really, really cool book.
Okay, and we'll be giving that out for free to some lucky person at the end of this broadcast. So if you like free stuff, don't forget to tell us, I like free stuff. Into the comment feeds we go. We have people from the Green Room in the comment feed. I'll just shout some people out. They're real proud to be here. So Mothership Products, Green Room represent. Tons of exclamation points after that one. Biohazard Picker. We just acquired Biohazard Picker last week. Green Room family, what's going on? So he's real proud. Got Jamie's Joystick. Another Green Roomer. What's up, Green Room? Boom Boom Pow. Awesome. ComfortZoneStudio.com. These Green Room Hangouts are very cool. I learn a lot each time. I listen to the proven methods each of you unselfishly share. Thanks, guys. Peace. Pretty cool. Yeah. Proven methods, man. All right, Pickard399, also in the Green Room. What's up, guys? Let's do this thing. Jacob Lamore, hello. Victor Kook, Henry S., Louis the Seller, Cool Toads, Out Halloween Props. Got a lot of people from the Green Room here. Brandon Penrod, Mr. Shoe Guy from last week's episode is
awesome.
in the
Awesome, yes.
Good episode.
We got Barack Obama in the comments.
Yeah, look at all these Obama comments. So here's Mr. Shoe Guy. So we'll keep it. Here's the gist of what everyone's kind of saying in the comment feed. But I think he says it the best right now. Screw the State of the Union. I'd rather watch Green Room TV for an hour. Yeah, boy.
Oh my gosh! Hey, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Richard McGee, Mitchell Taylor, Henry S. All right.
Richard McGee is actually our guest for next week.
Cool. All
awesome right. YouTuber, great videos.
Awesome.
Check him out. He's going to be a great interview for next week's show.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We planted the seed. Cody has planted the seed, and a week from now it shall grow into a sprout.
Into
okay.
A McGee.
To a McGee. All right. Biohazard Picker says, hey, that book sounds really cool. I'm telling you right now, Adam, that is a really cool book. So, Nick Ballard, Nike Boxes, some new people I see in the feed here. Nike Boxes listening to our Green Room Hangout. I like free stuff. See, he's listening. So, and then Poi Etten. Cool. So, we'll periodically be in the comment feeds. Who wants to start this thing off real quick? Who feels comfortable letting the general public know how their day is going or how it goes? Who wants to start that off?
Let me get it off the ground right here. Let me get this show on the right path.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
No, so pretty much, I mean, it really depends on how many things you've got going on in your business. I run multiple businesses just like a lot of the guys that are admins. So, not every single day is going to be the exact same, but I do have kind of like a structure that I keep in terms of kind of how I go about my day. So I'll kind of give you a little idea of how it works. So usually, even starting the night before, I usually plan out my days in advance. So I usually have certain key things that I want to accomplish. So that could be maybe sourcing, maybe that will be working on writing a book, or maybe that will be on Kindle publishing or YouTube. It really depends, but I plan out a lot of things that I want to do the night before. And when I start the day the next day, the first thing that I always do, and I've talked about this before, and doing this every single day in the new year, and this is something I'm going to continue to do, is I go through my morning ritual. So pretty much what that entails for me is I wake up and I make sure to get hydrated, have a few glasses of water, because a lot of times if you're not hydrated, you're going to be really groggy, tired, and in a bad mood. And usually I do some meditation for about 5 or 10 minutes just so I can kind of relax and get in peace. Then usually I do some rebounding. I know everybody loves me, Raiken Profit, jumping on a trampoline. That's a lot of fun.
Is that what it's called, rebounding?
It's called rebounding, and what I like about it
rebounding sounds like you're going to go to a bar and pick up a chick.
Yeah, I usually do that later in the evening, but I really like rebounding because it gets your body in motion. And if you want to have positive emotions, a lot of times you can get that by getting in motion. So that really gets me going right there. Then usually I'll read my goals. I'll go through some incantations, some self-help stuff, and just get myself in like a peak state for the day. So that's not negotiable anymore. That's like what I do every single morning. And then usually when I'm done with that, the first thing I do, and this is huge, everybody, this is going to really transform your results, is you've got to think about what your highest leverage activity is in your business. And that's going to be different for each one of the admins and for everybody watching. If you're just starting an eBay business or an Amazon FBA business or even maybe a website business or something, depends what it is, you've got to understand that there's certain things that you do on a regular basis that get like 80% of your results. What is it, Cody? What is it, the 20-80 rule or something you've heard of before?
The 80-20 rule. So what 20% of your activity will give you 80% of your results?
Thank you, Cody. So with that in mind, you've got to realize there's certain things that are getting your results. So that's how I like to start my day. I like to start my day doing the highest yielding things that are going to improve my business. So that could be sourcing for my eBay business or shipping out an FBA shipment or scanning the Craigslist ads. It really depends. But once I get done with my big activities, I usually exercise, hit up the gym, and then usually I'll be sourcing or shipping or just focusing on other core activities. But like I said before, the first thing in the day, you want to focus on the most important thing. That's really the biggest thing. And then usually I'll spend some time reading, educating myself, and just improving myself. But again, that's pretty much the structure right there. It differs, but morning ritual, highest leverage activity, working out, and then I'll focus on a few other things on different businesses and whatnot.
Very good, very good. I learned a new term today, rebounding. I like that. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean what you think it means.
Well, obviously now it doesn't mean that, but it means I need to get a tiny little trampoline and start bouncing around my house. So that's cool, man. And didn't you say the reason why rebounding works, Raiken, is because it gets your blood actually like going through your body really well, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, a lot of people have said that it's helped to activate your lymphatic system, which is well, we can let College Picker talk about that type of stuff. What's the lymphatic system, Eric? I know you love that type of stuff.
Lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is it's like a highway for transportation in your body. You have your lymph nodes, and then there's actually like lymphatic veins that pump lymphatic fluid that transports certain molecules in your body around.
But why is it important? Why is it important to activate your lymphatic system? That's the point I'm.
I mean, it's connected to your immune system, and it's connected to your entire well-being. Everything has to be like in sync. One thing could be thrown off, and you just feel completely off.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's good. So thank you so much, Raiken. We have some comments in the feed from Gio Gutierrez. Great tips, Raiken. And then Mothership Products from within the green room says the Pareto rule, 20-80%. Cool. So who would like to go next? All right. It looks like that's me. Okay, so what do I do, right? Lately, things have been kind of scatterbrained in Bonafide Hustler life, but and it's only because of aspirations and goals that I have for myself in the near future. Of course, if you guys are following if you follow these Green Room Hangouts, you've heard hints of this. I've actually converted half of my garage, if not more, to a workout facility, which is cool with mirrors and everything and good lighting and all that kind of stuff. So that's almost done, 90% done. There's still a little bit of stuff that has to be done, and wiring and screens have to be put in and all that stuff. Be a lot of fun. You'll get to see a lot more of that in the workout channel's videos. Projected time for that to be completed, 1 or 2 weeks. I don't know, something like that. How does my day kind of start out? I try real hard to wake up a little early on the early side, like 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock, I've tried so hard to get up 6. For some reason, 6 doesn't really work so much with me, but 7 works out pretty decent. I'll usually get up, and I don't go for the heavy breakfast. I go for the more energy-ridden breakfast. So, some blueberries and strawberries and frozen yogurt and protein, a banana, and then some vitamin C tablets and all that. Put it in there, put it in the Vitamix, blend it all up, and then from there I actually go and I sit in front of my laptop. That's the first thing I do in the morning. I sit in front of my laptop, and I get back with anybody that's tagged me within the green room for a certain thing. It could be bike related, it could be anything related, motivation related. It could be one of the other admins tagging me to help me find a post that I might have missed overnight. So that's one of the interesting things about the green room is it's just going on at all hours of the day. Even when I'm asleep, there are people putting in bolos and all that kind of stuff. So it's a wonderful place to be. But that's the first thing that I do in the morning. I do that. I also check my email for any Craigslist offers or lowballs that I did the night before or the evening before to see if they actually come through. If people are negotiating with me, if they're entertaining my offer, because that's one of those important things that you want to know early in the day because you can budget that place or meeting that person within your actual day. So usually if I'm lowballing somebody on Craigslist, for example, it's going to reward me a pretty decent amount of money. So that almost takes precedence in the morning when I take a look at that to see if anybody, and usually maybe 1 out of 10 times that email will come through in a promising manner where it's like, okay, come get it, that's cool. Really didn't want to let it go for that low, but you can have it. So 1 out of every 10 times. I don't want people to think like, oh, he's always lowballing people, he's always scoring products. It's not like that. But when you do score the good stuff, then you stand to make a pretty decent amount of money right off the bat as soon as you get it. So I like to know that information very quickly in the morning. So I get back to my green room peeps. I do that early in the morning. I also set up myself for really good success throughout the day with, if you ever watched Bonafide Hustler or Bonafide Lives back in the day, I've always talked about this thing called chances, right? You give yourself the most amount of chances to make the promising future that you want or the money that you want that day. I have a daily goal that I like to make, a daily monetary in my pocket goal, and one of the ways that I achieve that is I make sure that anything that is in the unsold part of eBay is back up for sale. I make sure to get all those listings up. I make sure to refresh all my Craigslist ads, and I get back to all the people, all those emails for the lowball kind of stuff that I did the night before. So that's 3 main things that I do. The 4th thing that I do that sets myself up for success is boxing up the stuff that's sold like the day prior that I have to ship out that day to the post office, right? eBay-related goods. That's a very important thing. The 5th thing that I do is I make sure that if there's anything old around the house that needs to go to the antique booth, I start putting it into a box, and I go to the antique booth once or twice a week, but I want to make sure that anything that needs to go to that booth, even if it's subsequently like placed on eBay as well, I want to make sure that it's ready to go in that booth, because remember, it's all about chances. If that stuff's laying on your floor and one day leads to another and still on your floor, guess what? It's not working for you. You have to make your products work for you. So that's one of the best things about the booth that I like, by the way, is that I look at it as like a localized FBA. If I send things off to the booth, it has a chance to sell, right? And it's the same thing with FBA. FBA doesn't work if you hoard around all this stuff for like a month and then you do 1 shipment, right? It doesn't work like that. Like you have to make religious shipments for FBA to start working for you on a regular or semi-regular manner, right, Cody? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that I do, and then after that, pretty much my day can either go to the thrifting side, which I've done recently a pretty decent amount. It can go into the picking side, right, where people get back with me on certain things and they say, hey, I got property to pick, come over, and that's where I get some of the cool old stuff that belongs to my booth. It can go a variety of ways. Sometimes I'll do early morning cardio, which is a lot of fun. It just depends. I usually forego my cardio if there's something of heavier precedence that takes place, something with a lot of money, right? I don't like to pay for my cardio. So anyway, so I do that, and then noon will come around and have a great lunch. Sometimes out in the field, most of the times out of the field. Should I say in the field? So when I'm in the field, that means I'm out of my house. I'm out there making money. Or I'll be at a coffee shop at that point, creating parts of the bike guide, this and that, or maintaining green room stuff going on. I check the green room seriously about 6 to 8 times a day. So I know Yang, for example, does about 10 to 15 maybe. A lot. We're in there all the time. And then after that, I work out right around 3 o'clock. You know, maintaining your well-being is so important. Raiken does it. I do it. College Picker goes to the skate park. It's important to keep, you know, your physical health in check. That's the only real way to think super positive sometimes, is to keep your well-being intact. And then after that, I wait for my girlfriend to get home, play with my dogs, maybe watch a little bit of TV, nothing crazy, something on Netflix, but I seem to always have the computer on my lap, which is kind of a bad habit. I don't like that. And if I have a chance, I'll edit a video or two. But that's about it. That's pretty much the days right now. A weekend, of course, is completely different. But that's my weekday. It's a fun hustler life. I love it. If you need any more answers or if you have any questions and you're in the green room, definitely ask me. So, all right, I'll hand it off to Mr. Who wants to go next?
We're doing weekdays only?
What'd you say?
I said we're doing weekdays only, right?
Yeah, let's do weekdays only because the weekends are so, like, they're all over the place, really.
I can go next. I'll go.
Okay.
So my days are always different throughout the week because I do so many different things. But if I were to pick a typical day, my day starts the night before. I come up with 3 core tasks that are above and beyond in my business. So I'm always doing different things in my business. So it starts the night before. I kind of do a quick outline of 3 tasks. The next morning, I try to wake up as early as possible. I typically don't go to bed till about midnight, so I try to get up by 6 at the latest. The only structure in my day is typically I spend about a half hour reading. I'm a big reader, so I'll read a business-related book while I drink my tea, and then I will play around with my kids a little bit in the morning. I will shortly after that I'll go to the gym, work out, and then come back. I will take my daughter to school. Once she's gone to school, we'll come to our office. We have an office now. I used to work from home, but now I work in our office. And then my day really changes because I work with different companies. I have clients I work with. I'm an advisor to some companies. And then, of course, reselling. We source 3 days a week. I also do a lot of online sourcing and wholesale buying. So I buy a lot of products through wholesale online, have them shipped to my office here and process them. I do a huge quantity of stuff through Amazon FBA, so I do more Amazon than eBay, plus I'm creating my own e-commerce platform, so I'm kind of selling on multiple different platforms, and then I'm also working on websites, Kindle books, so I got about 8 different income streams, marketing, I do a lot of product promotion, stuff like that, so I break it down throughout the week what different niches I'm working on. I've got a pretty good schedule for that. Typically, I work in 2-hour bursts, so that's one of my big things that I like to work on is 2-hour bursts. I give it a burst of energy, and then I'll step back for a brief period of time, 15 minutes to an hour typically, and then I'll come back, another 2-hour burst. The great thing about working for myself is I've always got my kids around when they're out of school, or my youngest isn't even in school right now, so I'm able to do a lot of stuff with them. The biggest part of my lifestyle is being able to spend time with my family, and my wife works for my company as well, and my kids are here all the time, and we're bringing in a couple employees here shortly. So that's kind of my biggest thing is working in 2-hour bursts, and then throughout the day I typically will work anywhere from I work around the clock. Like I said, I wake up around 5 or 6, and I'm usually going till about midnight. But when you do, my biggest thing is everything I do I love. So whether it be the green room coming on with these amazing hustlers, or all the different businesses I do, people I work with, I love what I do. So to me, it's not work, and that's the biggest key to my success is doing things that I love. Partnering with Steve and our little project, partnering with these 4 gentlemen in this amazing green room. I'm so honored to be a part of this and all the other little projects I do. So for me, that's probably my biggest part of the day. And then in the evenings, I spend a lot of time with my wife and my 2, almost 3 kids as well. And that's kind of what my day looked like. But it varies every day of the week depending upon what projects I'm working on. Okay.
I'm gonna actually. Before we toss it over to the next person, I want to do a comfort food segment real quick. So we forgot to because it's kind of an interesting thing, right? We all come from different parts of the country. We all like to reward ourselves with certain types of food when we do really well at something or we have a stellar hustler day. Raiken, comfort food number 1. You only get 1. So you have an amazing day. You're like, I want this to reward myself. What is it?
Man, couscous with over easy eggs. Amazing. I'm not even kidding. That's what you do. You take some couscous, You throw 2 over easy eggs on it with cheese, and you mix it all up. Go try it.
Do you cook the couscous before?
Yep, you cook the couscous before. It only takes about 2 minutes to cook. And you put some eggs on the pan, bada bing, bada boom.
What is it, like Uncle Ben's
couscous going on soon.
Where do you get this 2-minute couscous?
Man, check it out on Amazon, man. That's where I get my
Uncle
couscous.
Ben's couscous.
Man, Uncle Ben, man. I don't know about Uncle Ben, but couscous, man.
Okay, so Raiken is a couscous fanatic. When it comes down to like hustler reward from comfort food, I like a good rack of baby back ribs. I don't know why. I just do. I think it totally differs between the restaurants you go through in town. So there's some amazing ones for $30. There's some really good ones for like $15. It's all a matter of how well did I think did I do that day? And I don't do it very often, by the way, but it's one of my like super reward foods. I like that, and I do like sushi every now and then. Not a huge steak fan, but anyway, I'm gonna have to try that couscous egg thing, Raiken. I don't know if it's gonna beat the baby back ribs though.
Well, that was the healthier version. I'm trying to train my brain right now. I could have easily spit out chicken teriyaki with white rice or pizza, but trying to create some good mindset habits here.
All right, and then comfort food, Cody. Man, you did really well, and you take your family out. What is that? What do you get?
Chocolate ice cream.
All right.
Oh, ready in 5 minutes, couscous.
You're actually looking that thing up, dude?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
You can get it overnighted for like $4 more. Okay.
I got Prime.
There you go.
I'm
Who wants to
sorry.
go next? College picker or Young? Actually, hold on. Before we go there, tons of people are commenting about Hustler Life. So let's, all of us, not just me. Matthew Dresner, the 2-hour burst, because I said Hustler Life. I'm like, I don't want people to think it's just the Bonafide Hustler. Like, it's obviously all of us. Matthew Dresner, the 2-hour burst is a great strategy. All right, Cody, there you go. Adidas Picker, Cody, you're Superman. Dang. Adidas Picker says, Hustler Life sounds awesome. Flippin' Profits, damn, it feels good to be a hustler. Some questions about my lowball offers on Craigslist. I'll read this one out. Matthew Dresner, Bonafide, do any of your lowball offers on Craigslist ever see you reposting the item again, and then they flag your posts? I usually wait if it goes back on Craigslist, and if it's that kind of thing, it's either a wakeboard, a bike, or something like that, outdoor related kind of things. Then I will put it back on Craigslist like a week or 2 later. I don't just jump right back on and throw the bike right on there or whatever I hustle. I just think that's terrible karma. But a lot of if I'm picking a super rare bike or something cool out of Craigslist, there's many times where it goes to eBay. So I don't think the person's going to be looking at eBay for their bike. So yeah, another one right here. Sounds like a good topic tonight. Keep on picking and making that money. Super psyched. Oh, Jeff Gilbert, super psyched to have Cody on board. Awesome. Okay, college picker. You want to go next?
Ours are going to be really boring compared to you guys, because a big chunk of our day is taken by.
Man, dude, we're supposed to finish with a bang, man. You gotta embellish this thing, man. Just go for it.
Oh, all right, yeah. So, what the heck does a comfort food even mean?
What?
What is a comfort food?
Oh, I thought you said comfort booty. I was like, huh?
No, what is a comfort food?
A comfort food's like something that you're just like, when you eat it, you feel at home when you're like, this is, it's not necessarily good for you. When I look at comfort food, it's just like really good home cooking, but it's something, I don't know. When I look at it, I'm like, ribs. Like, that's home cook, like that. I couldn't do that, right? It's
supposed to like make you feel like you're grown up in a house?
Yeah, you feel like you feel good. You feel satiated and like
you feel good. I eat Cinnabons at Taco Bell. It makes me feel good. It's really bad for me.
Oh man, that is why they call you the college picker, huh? Still rocking Taco Bell and Cinnabons, huh?
Dude, those Cinnabons the Cinnabons at Taco Bell.
Oh man, that's even worse than actual Cinnabons, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've never had it. They're so good.
For some reason, CP, you seem like the type of person that, and there's people out there like that. You eat whatever you want, you stuff your face, eat twice as much as the normal person, and don't gain a pound. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I swallow a tapeworm at the beginning of every month.
Wait till you hit your 40s. Oh, that's going to change.
So, all right. So my day during the week is super freaking boring. I get up, I do 20 push-ups. I'm actually starting to do this. I do 20 push-ups. I tell myself, CP, you are awesome for doing 20 push-ups. Then I go to the kitchen, and I've been doing citrus water, which is just a cup of water with either a slice of orange or some orange peel in it, and it makes it taste a little bit better. So you slam that down, and you say, you are awesome for drinking that water. We need to be drinking a lot of water, because you don't want that yellow pee. You want that really, really clear pee. Otherwise, your kidneys are working too hard, and you're going to be having way too many buildups of calcium inside your kidneys, and one day you're going to have a kidney stone. So you want to drink a ton of water, up to 3 liters a day, I think, is what a lot of people recommend. And if you don't like water, just put a little squeeze of lemon or a slice of orange in it, and it just makes it taste a little bit better. So I've been just drinking a ton of water. And then I get to go to work for 8 hours a day with a 45-minute commute. So it knocks about 10 hours out of my day. if I have time, I get to come home and switch my Goodwill. Monday's 25% off of everything, so I get to, if I haven't already, I'll piece the clothing out, find a nice Patagonia jacket or something cool. And then once all the junk builds up too much and I have a weekend off, I'll maybe get around to listing it, maybe let it build up even more. But I definitely I got an Amazon box back there that I don't get around to until about the end of every month, and then I send in a big Amazon shipment, like Chris said, don't do.
So, like, in your defense, though,
I hoard all my Amazon stuff for about a month.
You make a decent amount of money. I mean, I know that. So, like, I wouldn't even say decent. You make more than, like, even the average person makes. So
what I'm doing right now with my, I technically am running my own contracting business. It's $60 an hour, so it's not a bad.
That's good, man. That's good. $60 is really good.
It's guaranteed, yeah. So the stuff on the side with the Amazon, I've been producing. On the low end is like $3,000 up to $25,000 in sales a month, and the Amazon stuff's been doing really good, and I've just been really doing it on the side more than anything over the past 6 or 7 months.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty boring. On the weekends is where I get a lot of my listing done and hoard all this Amazon stuff till the end of the month.
Okay, cool. And I gotta tell you guys this. If you are around Austin, Texas, around the weekend of July, or the week of July 11th, so the July 11th, I think, is a Saturday. We're talking about 2015 here. I'm pretty sure, I think maybe College Picker, maybe Raiken, and or Cody or Young will come in a little early. So we'll be definitely thrifting a little bit in Austin. If you do want to thrift with all 5 of us, or 4 of us, or maybe 3 of us, that would be open. Well, I know we always thrift when College Picker comes into town. It's like one of the very first things we did last time.
I need clothes.
That's right. You come on the actual airplane wearing only one set of clothes. This guy actually rode the airplane with one set of clothing. You had slacks. I want to say you had slacks and a shirt and a tie, but you didn't.
I had just gotten off of work, dude. Yeah, I had just gotten off of work and I drove home. I think I worked an overnight too, and I drove straight home. And I think my brother dropped me off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no.
I was still wearing my work clothes, I think.
Yeah, but you didn't. Did you even have a bag with you or no?
Yeah, I think I brought a bag with me. It had my laptop in it, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
And some underwear.
Okay.
Maybe a toothbrush.
So anyway, yeah, if you do want to go thrifting with us in Austin, I'm pretty sure we can make that work. The weekdays right before we have the big weekend for the Green Room Hangout over here in Austin, Texas, July 11th, 2015. Should be a lot of fun. And we're doing it on July 11th because last year we did it on July the 4th, and Young almost killed all of us. So we're going to do it a week later. So there are no fireworks involved, and it'll give people a better chance of getting down there and seeing us and all that stuff. Should be a lot of fun. It's all about you guys, though. It's all about Green Room and meeting up with YouTube people. It's not about us. It's about you guys. When they come into one central location, yes, they're going to experience Austin. Yes, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. But we really want to bond with the Green Room members that have, that are taking trips out there to see us, and we want to at least make a YouTube meetup as well, to where we can meet the people that watch our videos on our channel. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we have one more hustler. We got 8:40 p.m. Central Time. Young,
one more boring hustler with a job.
Yeah, Young looks like he's looking at some notes Yang, are you trying to
No,
make this
no, I was looking
question?
at some comments on YouTube. That's all.
Oh, okay, okay. Yang, you, I mean,
I don't ever write down any notes or anything.
you
Huh?
are you're an FBA junkie and you have a full-time job. So I'm curious to see
Yeah.
how your day is going to be. Go ahead.
You know, well, first of all, my comfort food. I have two, man. I have two. I love chicken adobo. Um,
Okay.
and then I make a mean homemade Korean short ribs.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
so you say, but you never brought him to Austin.
Yeah, you never did. I remember that. You
You
told us all about
promised you were
No,
gonna bring
we're not
wine
talking.
and
How am I
Korean
supposed to take
food.
freaking raw beef on a damn plane?
You said you were gonna bring raw beef and wine, and you didn't bring either.
Well, I got the wine right here.
Yeah, and it's gonna stay there. It's never gonna come to Austin.
Yeah, so that's my comfort food. You know, maybe I'll change my segment up just a tiny bit. I mean, I don't think people want to hear about me going to my day job and whatnot. So maybe I'll just talk about the lifestyle of a hustler. Again, I don't want to bore you guys with the details of me going to my day job, but you know, I want to give you guys a quick short story. I come from a very humble background. You know, I talked about my parents, working multiple jobs. I've been very transparent about my health and my back and whatnot. But, again, as immigrants, my parents, we lived in the projects at one time. And if you guys don't know what the projects are, they're government subsidized housing with very low rent. And my parents worked really hard. They bought a house, moved us into a better neighborhood, and they taught my brother and me that you don't need the best things in life to be, for people to like you. You don't need a name brands. You don't need a brand new car. So basically, my lifestyle revolves around, for instance, I've never bought a new car. I don't know what a new car smells like. I've never had a new car. I know what my income limits are. I don't go out and buy the most expensive brand of shoes or shirt. Granted, I've done it. I've had a very lavish lifestyle back when I was in my 20s and 30s. I don't do that no more. We used to go to clubs a lot. We used to go to Vegas every other month. My friends and I are huge Fight fans. But I've gotten smarter about how I shop, what I buy, and I know that, like, again, there's nothing wrong with buying used products. In fact, I always encourage people to buy used products. Buy something, put it back into circulation, and use it as much as you can. I mean, my last car, oh my gosh, I drove that thing into the ground. The thing practically exploded. So I'm all about living as, and I hate the word frugal because it makes me sound cheap, but I like to use the word smart. I make smart decisions now about what I buy. Again, I don't need a name. I don't need a name brands. And if I want the name brands, I make sure shop smart. And I be smart about it, right? I mean, it's something that we talked about in the past, like the bike that I talked about. Chris, I mean, you saw that bike. That's worth at least $3,000, and I bought it for $1,200. Just things like that. That's how I do it. And I love my lifestyle. I got friends to this day at my age. They always constantly want to go out, go drink, go clubs, and it's like, dude, I've done that when I was in my 30s. I don't want to do that no more. I want to go pick. I want to make money. I want to visit my friends in Austin. I want to go blow stuff up. That's what I want to do. That's
I watch that video every now and then when we buy the fireworks at the stand on July 4th, I want to say. Anyway, we document the whole thing on the Bonafide Hustler channel. I made a vlog series about the hustlers in Austin. Anyway, video 2 or 3 is we almost died. Video 3, and Yang, when he buys the firework from the stand, he goes, "We're like." I think my brother shows off something first. It's called like bling bling, and he's all proud of it. And then you pull out this like gargantuan firework thing out of a paper bag, and you're like, "I'm about to." I don't know what you said, but then you go, "I'm about to go Rambo on this," like, or something like that. You say that exact term, like, "I'm about to go Rambo." I was like, "Oh, okay," thinking nothing of it, but seriously, like, you almost killed the green room, bro. Like, there would be no green room anymore.
Exactly.
So we got some comments rolling in here real quick. It's Alabama Pickers, by the way, saying, I searched for Hustler on YouTube, thinking I was going to find Larry Flint, and I end up here looking at CP. WTF. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I say it's funny, so it is funny. What else? Oh, here we go. Henry S., get this. I've had the same car since 1999. Dang. The car was 1 year old when I got it, and it works just fine. That's great. Hey, Young, touch real quick on this subject. Socks and underwear. Repurposing, or are you buying new?
Always new. Always new. There's certain things I will buy new. Okay, socks and underwear. No.
You gotta clarify this kind of stuff. You can't just be like, you gotta repurpose everything, man. Because that's the first thing that goes in my head. Like, all right, is he buying dirty hats, and is he wearing dirty underwear, and is he wearing dirty socks? Like,
no, there's some hats that are so cool you could buy a dirty hat to clean them up.
Oh yeah, I guess you can. But yeah. So I switched it up. Sorry guys, but like I said, you guys probably don't want to know how my life goes. It's quite boring. So
why you got to assume, Young? Maybe they do.
Yeah,
okay,
it's not boring.
I do my day job. I work. I come home.
And once the Amazon box gets big enough, you send it in.
So exciting.
Okay. So we got a lot of people coming in here and commenting right now. We got George Lombardo. I'd love to join y'all. I'm in Austin, Texas. So that's great. George Lombardo, we hope to see you at July 11th weekend when the Hustlers come in town. Should be a lot of fun. If you ever want to hit up the Bonafide Hustler for just a ride along or two or whatever, or just go thrift for a day, don't call me up. Get me on Facebook.
Hey, Chris,
this number is 555.
Hey. What's up?
Do we have any ideas for what we're going to do for the event? Or maybe we should ask everybody, what do you think's a cool event? I don't know. Throw something out there.
Skydiving.
Yeah, we have...
retro.
What'd you say?
Shoot fireworks with retro.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot fireworks and have Korean short ribs, bro. No, what we're gonna do...
Hey, don't forget the couscous.
That's right. And then we're gonna do a white elephant where everyone gets, like, used underwear and there's only one new pair somewhere in there, and hopefully you get it. Okay. So what are we doing? Raiken's question, what are we going to do for the Green Room Hangout? Last year, 2014, July 4th weekend, we rented out 4 bays at Top Golf Austin, which is I'm pretty sure you guys all know about it. So it's basically a golf facility that is 3 stories where you drive golf balls into like the distance, and when they hit, they go in these pits and you score different amounts for different pits. It's really cool. It's like skee ball, except you're driving a golf ball all the way out there. You try to get crazy points. Really cool. Full bar. We had food going on, everything. Decent turnout for the very first Green Room Hangout. So we were happy with that. This year, substantially more people in the Green Room. So and we're hearing of people that are going to come see us from very far places now. So we got to put on quite a production. So we've been saving up for that.
Someone's flying from Slovakia, I think.
Yeah, we're saving up. In fact, the Wells Fargo account number, so you guys can see how much money we have, is... I'm just kidding. We are going to try to do something maybe lake-related. Typically in the July month here in Austin, Texas, it's extremely hot, so we're thinking like
Submarine races.
Double-decker houseboat kind of thing, something really big like that. Kegs and food and catering and that kind of stuff, and an excursion that lasts anywhere between 4 and 8 hours. So they bring us to a distant part of the lake, we chill. I don't think there's any better way to really get to know each other, than when you're stranded and you can't go anywhere.
Stranded with a keg.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Those houseboats are really neat. They can hold a ton of people. On the bottom section, it's obviously shaded, and sometimes they have AC in the bottom section. Sometimes they don't. The top usually has a slide and a place that you can go back flipping off of. The boat typically docks at a place of the lake that is 90 feet deep. So think about that. 9 stories down is the bottom. So that's pretty crazy as well. But yeah, it's going to be hot. That's one of the things we're throwing out there. If you have any suggestions for us, you can tell us in the Green Room what to do, or you can suggest us right here in the comment feed. We'll look at it. We're totally open to suggestions. But we're going to have a lot of fun. It's all about you guys. It's not about us. We're probably going to be the least happy people out of everybody there because we've got to make sure everything goes right, and that's never the most fun part. But we do it for you guys, And we feel thankful that we're in a position where we can actually even have this business going on, and we can have, as of right now, 249 people in the room as members of the Green Room. So we're very thankful for that. Much just like we're thankful for you guys coming here for an hour on a Tuesday night to spend when you could be watching Obama, right? I mean, that's really important. That there's a president of the U.S. talking, and they're listening to College Picker talk about this and that, and Raiken rant about couscous, and then Yang talk about short ribs and new underwear. I think it's it's just one of those things. It's a humble thing. So let's go into the comment feed. You guys want to shout out anybody that you guys saw on the comment feed anytime recently, or I feel like I'm the only person shouting people out here, man. I like that enthusiasm. Everyone's like, eh.
Listen, check it out.
Someone wants to see your jazz hands, Chris.
What?
Michelle Wood.
Production equals leotards and jazz. It'll be a lot of fun.
Hands.
Michelle Wood, we're going to be making a really interesting video with all 5 of us. I'm going to make sure each one of these guys here that you see is going to be in the most uncomfortable position they've ever been in their entire life. It'll be a lot of fun.
Hey, dude, this is a family show, okay? Once and for all.
No, I mean, like, uncomfortable.
I'm not getting in any positions that you tell me to be in.
Hey, someone in the comment wants to hear from more of Yang and me.
What?
It says, I'm really interested to hear from Yang and CP. What are your goals each week, and how do you systemize your sourcing and sales? Comes from Bruce Truman.
Let's do it.
Well, most of my sourcing is probably, well, not probably, it is in the evenings or on the weekends. Friday night, I just go on Craigslist. I make a list of all the garage sales that I want to go hit up. That's pretty much it. Sunday is my rest day, especially during football season. I can't miss any games. Seahawks suck. I'm sorry, Cody.
No, they don't. They're doing better than your team.
Yeah, get all that Seahawks and Tom Brady stuff listed, and you can make some money. If you have anything that's Super Bowl related, get it up now.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. I don't know how you do it, CP.
Either if you have time before, it depends on your schedule. My schedule varies to where I have more time in the evening or more time in the morning, depending. Actually, this is a temporary schedule for me anyways. I'm probably going to be done with this by July or August. But I just shoot off in the evening if I'm feeling like going. If I haven't gone to the Goodwill in a while, I'll do that. Or if I'm on the weekend, and then browse Craigslist whenever I feel like it at home and look for deals. I've been doing a little bit more to eBay to Amazon arbitrage because I'm in a little bit more of a remote location with less thrift shops. So either a big sourcing trip or doing it sporadically throughout the week, and then, like Chris said, don't hoard all your Amazon stuff and ship it off at the end of the month is what I've been doing.
Hey,
it is bad, it's bad practice.
You have a job, man. I remember when I was actually a hustler with a corporate job that was making really good money.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the swing of things, but the truth of the matter is you're still reporting to somebody, and that takes up a large portion of your day. So I've been there, done that. Both lives are really good lives to live. I mean, you just got to challenge yourself all the time. The Bonafide Hustler Flip That You Know What book tells you about that. Yeah, exactly. I'm really hungry to always get myself in very, very weird scenarios and uncomfortable situations. That way I learn about life, and that's how I like to do it. So let's go into the feed here real quick. We got some people that are talking about actually coming down here in Austin. First of all, I want to shout this out to the feed. Not shout this out, but ask the people in the feed. Do you plan to come on this Green Room Hangout, or are you slightly interested? And if you do come to this Green Room Hangout from far away, where are you coming from? We want to know where people. I'm thinking people from Tennessee are thinking about coming. We know I get emails on a weekly basis about people that want to know more about what's going on and everything because they want to be there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have people in the green room trying to carpool with other people to come see us. That's pretty cool. So anyway, there's something about an Obama thing here. Oh, Obama needs to talk more about cash. That was pretty funny. We have our priorities straight. Green room first. That's Halloween props. There was another one here I wanted to say. Okay, Louis the Seller says, I need to go so I can have a dopio. I heard it puts hair in your chest.
I got sideburns on my chest right now from drinking that stuff.
Natalie G. Okay, I was thinking about coming to Austin, but now I'm not so sure. It sounds kind of scary. It's a lot of fun. Austin is going to be a wonderful time. Yeah, it's just going to be amazing. We barely planned out the last hangout, or the last whatever when they all came in town. Young, we were talking about this before the call. How was it? I mean, we barely planned that out, and like, how did it go, Young?
Well, the first day, I was really surprised at the turnout. I mean, I wasn't expecting that many people, but a lot of people showed up for the coffee. Got to meet some really nice people. I know Steve's editor even came out. And where did she live, Steve? Where's she originally from?
Not close by, but she was in the area for some reason, and
Yeah.
it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a huge turnout. And then the second day for the golf event, it was a less crowd, but some new faces. So no, it was a great time. It was a great time. Got to interact with a lot of people. My brother just walked in. For those of you guys that don't know, my brother just moved in with me. He's going to help out with the business. But yeah, no, it was a great time. I'm looking forward to do it again. It sounds like we're going to have more people this year. So yeah.
Is your brother coming to Austin?
I don't know. You want to go to Austin? He said no. Like, no, I heard about the damn fireworks. I don't know.
Mr. Shoe Guy from our last Green Room Hangout says, I'm planning on coming to Austin, Texas. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. So there's someone from the east part of the country thinking about coming in. Teenage Picker from Hershey, Pennsylvania, wanting to come in. Matthew Dresner might come in from St. Louis. Mothership Products from within the Green Room says, my wife and I might head your way. We're from Utah, so that's pretty cool. And then we have people like Malu Jimmy, who lives in Houston, so he'll be able to go there real quick. He's only 3 hours away. Why do we do it in the center part of the country? College Picker, you want to answer that one real quick?
That's how you get the cheapest flight equally for everybody, is if we do it in the center of the country.
That's right. Who's coming from the furthest place? Is it Cody or Raiken? Cody, I mean, between you and Connecticut, like, who's further to Austin?
I really don't know. We're both coming from a ways.
It just depends on like where Southwest has.
Well, I think it would probably either be me or Steve, right?
It's probably gonna be.
I don't think Southwest flies
out
out of Spokane.
Yeah, CP riding his bike, because that changes everything.
I honestly don't know where I'm at. I don't know.
He was talking about that. I remember that.
I don't know where I'm going to be at during that time. What can I say?
CP, so you are in a state, we won't say what state it is, but you're...
I'm in a state of disrepair.
No, you're definitely close to Arizona, and you're super close to Texas. So,
close to Four Corners, close to the mountain time, yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely, yeah, you're in between... I'm not going to say what state it is, but you're in between Arizona and Texas. So,
and why can't you disclose? What's the reason? Are you in like the CIA or something?
I am in the CIA, and it's by Four Corners, so there's 4 states you could pick from, and there's a lot of Indians here.
What? I thought you were in Florida.
No, dude, I live on I work on an Indian reservation now.
Oh.
I'm gone native.
So he works on the Indian reservation making $60 an hour. I want to work on an Indian reservation too. That's cool. So he's going to be coming in. You could actually theoretically do a touring bike ride to Austin, Texas, right, CP?
Yeah, from here it'd be super easy.
It's like 700 miles.
It'd be like I could get there in like a week or 2. Yeah, for sure. That'd be easy.
So
just a walk in the park.
It's quite possible that somebody from California might like be driving right past you and like give you a lift. Maybe, you never know. If you see CP with all his bags and everything coming to Austin, pick him up. Bring him.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm thinking about getting a motorcycle out here. I'm thinking about going back to get my bike. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just leave it up to chance, to fate.
Well, you probably have enough money to buy whatever you want, considering all you're drinking is water.
I'm gonna take a freaking rocket ship there, dude. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a rocket ship.
There you go.
Do you have any fulfillment centers near Austin, Texas, Chris?
No, not as of now. No.
I know there is one.
Ship myself. Ship myself there.
I know there is one in Texas. I don't know how close it is to Austin though.
I don't remember shipping anything to anything in Texas in the month of December when I did like crazy amounts of like Christmas FBA stuff. It was a lot of, I want to say Kentucky. Does that sound familiar? No. Is there one in Kentucky?
Tennessee.
Dude, for some reason, all my stuff the past 2 weeks now, I mean, I know during the fourth quarter, everything has been going to Tennessee. Now that the fourth quarter is practically over, my stuff is now going to Tennessee or Texas. And again, I can't remember the location in Texas, but it's pretty much where all my stuff is going. So.
Oh, we got someone that's like keeping us on track right here. Hey, Adam, thank you so much in the comment feed, by the way. He writes, and this is Biohazard Picker, by the way. So if you guys don't know who Biohazard Picker is, frequently is found on other shows on YouTube as well, like Resellers Roundtable, I want to say. The thing that Chad Pagel does and all those other peeps. So he's big into that scene as well. He just recently joined the Green Room. Thank you so much, Adam. But he says, who got the free book tonight? Look at this guy, keeping us on track, dude.
What if you're spinning around?
I know, dude. Talking about freaking orange water and couscous and random stuff. Oh, Picker399, before we get into the book thing, Picker399 showed up at the coffee event last year. He said, I had a blast last year. I'm looking forward to this year. So that was cool. And, all right, so, Mothership Products says, shout out some hotels and motels, etc. near you guys. Okay, so look into the Green Room for that. And as time draws nearer, I see what he's getting at, because you get the best deals right now on airfare, and if you book through, hotels and whatever, or Costco.com, and you get your rentals. Rental, by the way, if you guys don't want to drive your own cars down this way, if you want to fly in, then rent a car. Costco.com has amazing rentals if you have a Costco card. So,
dude, I didn't even know Costco does rental cars.
Dude, I've been using Costco rentals
you just said, yeah,
for like 8 years, at least 8 years, maybe even 10, man. So they give the best, and I'm not talking. They just find you the best deal, whether it's Avis, Budget, Hertz, Alamo, whatever. You can always get the best deals from them. And the funny thing is when you pay at the end, it's always that amount that Costco showed you like months ahead of time. Like it's never jacked up. It's never like a couple cents off. It's always the exact same amount. So it's really crazy. I like it. Okay, so Biohazard Picker has reminded us to give out the Mantiques free book. Raiken, you're really good at this free stuff, man. So you need to get everyone hyped up. What do people need? Hold on real quick. Let's just see where the likes are, right, Raiken?
Yeah.
It's at 49.
Okay, we're at 49. Raiken, where do these likes need to be in the next 5 minutes?
All right. I say you got me off guard. You caught me off guard so bad right now.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it real right now and pass it off to my main man, College Picker.
Where the likes need to be at?
We're on top of this.
If we can get the likes over 50, we should be good.
We're at 49, College Picker.
All right, 51. Get the book away.
One like.
All right. How are we gonna?
55.
I thought you were talking about where, like, I thought we were gonna hold a contest somewhere, because how are we gonna choose the winner? That's what it comes down to.
Because we're going to choose the winner. Like, you basically say, like, hey, go to my Facebook or whatever you do all the time, and then, like, people go to your Raiken Facebook, and then you ask them a weird question or something that's significant to tonight's chat, so that the people that were watching our 1 hour episode are the most deserving to get the book. Even though that...
I got one.
So, what are the rules? How do people even participate? Do they do it?
Hold on, I'm about to explain, man.
He always overcomplicates them, though. It's going to be like 18 different parts of the equation.
So first of all, you got to go to my Facebook page. You have to like my page. That's rule number one. And the question is, hold on. Let me put my Facebook page link here. I've always talked about how I started picking. What are the 2 items that I started selling as a kid? The first one to answer it right is we'll get the book.
Bro, I can only think of one of those, and I talk to you every day.
Yeah.
I just thought of one too.
Hold on. Wait, you know what? I should actually type the. Oh, hold on. Let me put the. What are the 2 items? Jeez, I can't.
Because all that wine.
Now, is that your own wine that you brewed, Jan? Brewed. What am I talking about?
You don't brew wine, Raiken?
I caught myself. I mean, over in Connecticut, we do a little bit, but
Just like,
make
just
that
like,
by yourself?
just like your carriage.
Hey man, that's actually some real
Okay.
terminology.
Questions up. Go to my Facebook page. What are the 2 items that I started to pick when I first started? I'll just say is pick and sell.
I must ask you this, Young, because I was in the comment feed while you were talking, not just now, but when you did your lifestyle thing. Did you talk about that during this hangout, yes or no?
No, but I've talked about it previously in other hangouts.
Young?
Yes. What?
It's supposed to be something from this hangout, dude.
I think somebody got it. I'm looking in the comment section. I think someone got it. I could be wrong.
Oh, snap.
Come on, Retro. Who's winning?
Alan got. Wait, no, Alan, no. See, this ain't Alan. I'm gonna delete your comment because you're in the group. Oh, wait, but you know what? You don't have the book. I'm sorry, dude. Alan, you got it. I'm sorry. Alan, you got it.
I'm gonna take the book away, but then I'm gonna give it back to you.
Yeah, Alan, you got it. Contest is over. Alan got it.
So wait, who got it? Like you're talking way too fast. Who got it? Be clear.
Alan Mendoza in the green room. I accidentally deleted his answer, but he got it. It was comic books and sports.
Dude, this is like the most sketchiest freaking contest ever.
Doesn't
Dude.
matter. He got a free book.
Young threw the contest and gave it to somebody in the green room.
Right.
That was not fair.
Alan, private message me and I'll send it to you.
Okay, so what was the answer, Retro?
Comic books and sports cards.
I knew it was sports cards. I knew that was one of them. I didn't know the comic books part.
Yeah, I knew the sports cards one, not the comic book one.
Okay, well, cool. So there you guys go. Too bad Biohazard Picker. Man, that's a great comment. I think I deserve the book for keeping you guys on your feet. LOL. That's pretty funny. Well, you know, it was an open contest and everyone got to it. So congratulations to Alan Mendoza in the green room. No surprise. We have a lot of green roomers that watch this hangout, so I don't feel bad. It's a great book. I think you'll like it a lot. Cody, you'll get a copy from Young eventually.
Yes, I'll send it to you, Cody.
So, I guess we'll see everyone else in the green room. Who wants to close this thing out? Cody closed it out last time.
Hold on. I want to take a picture. It's our 1-year birthday. I want to take a picture. All right, look at that.
Is it really a 1-year birthday?
Well, it was on January 2nd.
Oh.
All right.
Why did you?
I would have made you a cake.
You just put out a point and shoot camera. It was awesome.
Hey, this is the one that CP gave me, so
It's a nice camera.
it is a nice camera. I like it.
And Merry Christmas.
That was one of 60 cameras that College Picker had taken from Canon. I want to say.
My dog
Canon.
is crazy right
Yeah.
now.
You got a ton of them. So, who wants to wrap this thing up? Cody did last time, so he's gonna be more comfortable this time. I want to make someone feel uncomfortable. Young, you're gonna be wrapping it up.
Sure. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. We enjoy your support, and you know, we got some other things lined up here in the near future. I know Cody's working on some stuff, and yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to the 2nd year of the Green Room, and hopefully we'll see everyone. Dude, CP, what are you doing, man? You're juggling one phone. Hopefully we'll
I saw
see
Steve doing it, so I
Austin,
wanted to
Austin
do it.
meetup. So until next week, I guess. Bye. Bye.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Take care, guys.
See you later.
Yep.